Hey there, shooter. Welcome to another episode on Shooting Science. Today, we are going to do a first impression review on an exciting, brand new enclosed mailbox style red dot from Vector Optics. This is the Frenzy FA 18x22 MRT. Promising massive value over the far more expensive optics in this category, this all-new optic has great potential to be the best mailbox style optic at this price point in 2026. So now we are going to unbox it, mount it, and shoot with it right here on Shooting Science. Let's get into it. Here it is, the new Vector Optics Frenzy FA 18x22 MRT. So this is the newest mailbox style optic that Vector Optics has come out with, and I think it might be the best budget mailbox optic that you can get, especially when you consider that Vector Optics is giving our channel an additional exclusive discount code that you can use on their website. I'll post the link to this MRT version and the single dot version in the description. So if you'd like to get one of these for yourself, just use code SHOOT12 at checkout for an additional 12% off. So let's go ahead and unbox it together and let's see what we get in the box. The box is interesting. It's got like these little foldable sections. So it's the first time I've ever seen a box like this that opens like that. So that is very interesting packaging. And inside the box, you get a multi-tool that looks like a rifle. It says Vector Optics. It's got a little Torx bit down here and one up here. And the front iron sight is a flat bladed screwdriver. So that's a neat little detail. And this is probably steel. It feels pretty heavy for the size of it. Take this foam cover off. So this is an MOA card. So for example, if you put this card 15 yards out from where you're standing, and this dot size would appear to you as a 6 MOA dot. It's a holographic card. That's pretty cool. This is the VIP lifetime warranty card. They reply to you in 1 working day. It's fully transferable, no invoice or receipt needed, no questions asked, and they pay for shipping. So here's a sticker that they give you, and then here's the manual. And here are the mounting and zeroing instructions. So here it shows the reticle patterns. You've got a 2 MOA dot, a 65 MOA circle, and then you have the circle plus the dot. I'm probably just going to use the 2 MOA dot, because I like small dots. Okay, I'm not sure what this is yet. Here is the optic itself. Now, the main selling point of this optic is it has the largest window of any mailbox style optic on the market for well under half the price. This is an 18x22 millimeter window. For example, the Acro P2 has a 15x15 millimeter window. And now that I'm holding it, it's got a very robust feeling to it. The glass is angled this way, and this is going to be where the front of the pistol is. This is the part you look through. So it's got a reverse angle to the glass in the front. Good clicking buttons. And under here is the mounting system, which has the exact same dimensions as the Aimpoint Acro mounting system. So the glass looks really clear. And the sealant looks very tidy. There's no globs of sealant oozing out around the glass. Sealant is very tidy there as well. You can see it there in the corner. No goop, and it's nice and tidy all the way around. And then they also give you a big microfiber with another QR code. Since 2007. So Vector's been around for a while. They're just starting to grow a lot these days. Nice that they put the silica gel in there for you to keep the moisture out of your package. All right, so let's see what kind of battery this thing uses. Here, I'm gonna peel this sticker back. I think this goes in here. It does, that's what this is for. So this thing is for taking the battery cap off. You could also probably just use a nickel or a quarter, but since a lot of people don't carry those around anymore, they give you this thing. It's also a CR2032 battery, which is very common. So the battery is not included. I'm gonna go ahead and get one and we'll install it, and then we'll check out the reticles of this optic. Okay, we're back, and I got an Energizer CR2032 battery. Now I checked the manual and it does not say which way the battery goes. So we're just gonna have to figure it out. It just says, put the new battery in, is all it says. So we're gonna put it in. I guess we'll try shiny side up first. There we go. So that seems to look okay. Put the cap on and we'll turn it on and see if it works. Then to turn it on, what we gotta do is hold down one of the buttons. Doesn't matter which one. Hold it down for 1 second. Oh, I've already done it and it's on. Okay, so that is very bright. So yes, I have confirmed it is shiny side up. Okay, so let's look at the reticles. When you first turn it on, mine did the full reticle, the 65 MOA circle with the 2 MOA dot in the middle. So there is the 65 MOA circle with the 2 MOA dot. So then to cycle the reticles, we're going to want to hold the plus button down for 3 seconds. And there's the dot by itself. And then there's the open circle by itself. So you can put this one on like a shotgun or something like that if you're going to use this. And if you want to put it on maybe a rifle or something, you could use that one. And then I'm going to put it on a pistol. And I'm just going to use the 2 MOA dot. So this thing has 9 normal brightness levels plus 2 ultra dim ones for night vision. The Frenzy is also IP67 waterproof rated with a 1500G shockproof rating. It's also parallax free and it has a 50,000 hour battery life with auto shutoff and shake awake auto on. The body is made of 7075 T6 aluminum alloy and the whole thing weighs in at 2.26 ounces. So the gun that I'm going to put this on is going to be my Glock 45. So this has a Defender ST green dot on there. That's a 3 MOA. I wanted to show the comparison between the size of these two optics. So this is an 18 by 22 window on this one, and the Vortex Defender is 23 millimeters wide and 20 millimeters high. So the window on this Vector Frenzy is taller, but it is a little narrower. And you can kind of see that here in the side-by-side comparison. Now the overall outside dimensions are actually larger on the Frenzy by a little bit. You can physically see that it's a little larger. And Vector is offering the same no questions asked lifetime warranty that Vortex is offering. And honestly, this thing looks and feels just as nice in quality as any Vortex optic I've ever used. I like how the logo is subtle and it doesn't look ridiculous. All of the writing is nice and it's like gray and it's not jumping out at you. It's a very handsome looking red dot if you like mailboxes. So since YouTube hates it when I show y'all how to put optics on a gun, I'm just going to put it on off camera and we'll see how it looks. The other thing with this optic is that they don't come with any screws. That's because this optic has a native Acro mount system, which doesn't use screws. It has one captured screw on the side and it mounts in a similar way to attaching a weapon light or accessories to a pick rail. So to run this optic on a gun that doesn't have an Acro cut, you will need to buy a sold separately adapter plate for it. However, this looks and feels like a nice heavy-duty steel adapter plate. Got the logos etched in there so you remember which optic it's for, and it does come with screws. So when you buy your adapter, you might get screws that work. All Glocks use the same thread pitch for MOS, so that's probably why they were able to include just the screws you would need. For example, they also sent me this MOJ to VOD adapter. It's RMR, but they can't say that. I'll show you that real quick, what that looks like. And yeah, it does look like an RMR style plate. These plates are beefy though. And so you would bolt this to the gun, you would undo this Torx bit right here, and then this little piece clamps down on this. So this goes in here like that. So that's how they work. Can't show you how to put it on because YouTube hates that, but I just wanted to show you these plates that they have on their website for sale. So I'm gonna go ahead and install this one. I'm gonna try to use their screws in my Glock. And you don't need any screws to mount the optic down because it's a completely different system. It's a mailbox, it clamps down to the side. Now the reason I'm changing this out is I never really liked the green dot Vortex myself. just because the dot blooms a lot more for me. It doesn't bloom on camera at all, but for my eyes, it blooms a ton more than red. So I'm going to take this off and we'll go ahead and put on the Frenzy. Just to show real quick how their plate looks on a Glock with the MOS system. It kind of lines up with that serration and that serration. And it's a little bit more matte in finish than the DLC coating on Gen 5 pistols. It'll probably match a nitride coating a little bit better. However, the optic itself matches Gen 5's DLC coating pretty well. And you definitely want to put Loctite on these screws before you install them because they do not come with any. So it's probably a good idea to also wipe them to make sure there's no grease on there. Also, the optics plates do come with this Allen key wrench tool, and this happened to fit my old screws as well. So right now we're going to loosen this little side thing here, this little side pod, the side clamp, and that will give you room to open it up to slide it onto the mount. And there it is, mounted to the Glock 45. Looks very nice. Here's another test we can do. You can see all those fingerprints on the glass that I just put on there from installing. See if there's microfibers any good. It is pretty good. There we go. There's a fingerprint on there as well. Does the job. So yeah, I think that looks good on a Glock 45. What do you think? Drop a comment below and let us know how you really feel. You will need to bring this tool with you to the range because Torx bits are how the turrets adjust for windage and elevation. As far as comparing the window to my ST, while it is smaller, I don't notice it. It's not so small that I notice a big difference. I do like how it's square in the corners though, and I like how it has a square top. So it's not an arch top, it's a square top. And I find I can find the dot quite easily. It does add a little bit of weight to the back of the gun than before with the Defender, because this optic is a little bit heavier. Not by much, just a little bit. I actually like how it feels better like this than it did before, because there's more weight back here and it makes this feel lighter out here. Okay, the next step is to let that Loctite set in, and then we're gonna go take it to the range and shoot it. So here we are at the range. Sighting it in was pretty easy, and I've already got it done off camera. We've got some Blazer 115 grain loaded up. All right, now let me show you how this thing shoots. Man, this thing is accurate. It's so good. And here we've got some of Academy Sports house brand Monarch 115 grain. Now, after all this shooting, the range officer was pretty intrigued and he wanted to give it a try, so I let him. Check out how accurately he shoots this thing. Oh yeah, he really liked that thing. He liked it so much, actually, he even offered to buy the gun from me after he was done shooting with it. I said no thank you, of course. So in conclusion, I really, really like this Enclosed Acro alternative. It's under 250 bucks. Yes, you have to go buy a different plate for it on the website. It's not included. Depending on what gun you have, you do have to buy that separately, but they're like 25 bucks, not a big deal. This is a really good option for competition because it puts weight in the back of the gun and it gives a nice, pleasant effect to how the recoil impulse feels. It's hard to describe to you, but the recoil impulse of this gun is so much better with the weight of this Vector Optics Frenzy on it. So I emailed customer support at Vector Optics after I was done with all this testing to see if they would make this in a tan color or flat dark earth, because I want to get one for my 19X. It's that good. They said that they would send my suggestion up to their development team, so fingers crossed on that one. But anyway, remember, all of the links are in the description. The discount code is in the description. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any additional questions, please post them in the comments. I read every single one. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one.